It is the summer of 2020, and the Sims couple have gone on a trip to upstate New York, finally finding a peak where they could do stargazing.
Thanks for bringing me out here. This is indeed a peaceful place, perfect for us to talk privately while still being surrounded by the beauty of nature. I brought us out here so we can talk freely about Carrie. After what Patrick and Angel did to her, I felt leaving her with her uncle in Rhode Island for a week or two would soothe her troubled spirit. I should have talked with her about the dangers of dating and how cruel and selfish so-called lovers can be when not held properly accountable for their actions. Patrick's and Angel's parents refused to do anything about it. I think they are just as much to blame as those two backstabbers themselves. You can't control what other people do. Hell, we can't even control what Carrie does. She made the choice to date Patrick behind our backs, and hopefully she has learned a lesson from it. Yeah. And seeing Carrie crying her eyes out over the betrayal made me feel like I have failed as a mother. No. You are human, so you are allowed to make mistakes. And this was not your fault. Just be sure the next time Carrie begins a relationship, we discuss with her what can go wrong. I have an idea. What if we moved out of Boston and to a place where we can be closer to nature and also have people around us at the same time? How would that help? We certainly don't want Carrie to have to deal with Patrick or Angel again, so moving to another state would be best, I think. And in small towns, property values are often much less than big cities. Frankly, I'm tired of paying rent in our small apartment. I want us to own our own house. And that will never happen in Boston. Okay, you have convinced me. Let's talk with Carrie about it. Carrie, Lucy and I have agreed that we should leave Boston and live elsewhere, so we will be looking for a house we can buy. Are you sure? It's already August and another school year is about to start. I thought we would be getting ready for that. I want you to move to a different school, so you will not be returning to the one in Boston you were attending. Maybe when you are surrounded by different people you will do better? I hope so. And I do apologize for not telling you about Patrick immediately. I won't ever keep secrets from you or Mother Lucy again. You are still a child, Carrie, so you are allowed to make mistakes. Anyway, the three of us will discuss the details of the plan when we reunite. Oh, that beautiful sky. I feel a lot better now, Lucy. It seems we may have a better future ahead for us. I always felt like that, from the moment I married you. Okay, class, it's time to start the period with a Bible reading. Debbie, go outside. Hey, why must she go outside? Because she is an atheist, and doesn't like the Bible readings. Well, that makes two of us. Why have Bible readings at all? Isn't that a church thing? This is not a church. All right, both of you, get out. Thanks for sticking up for me. What's your name? Carrie Sims. I just moved here from Boston. You? Debbie Smith. I've been in this town since I was 5 years old. Then maybe you can show me around after school. Until you came along, I felt totally alone here. Aside from my mother, I know of no other atheists in this town. Then you should meet my mothers. You have more than one? Yes, they are a lesbian couple. Wow. And I thought I was weird. Welcome to my home. Please excuse the mess, we are still getting settled here. Mother Lucy, this is Debbie Smith, who I just met at school. She is atheist, just like us. Welcome, Debbie. It's nice to see Carrie is already making a friend. Thank you. Did you adopt Carrie? No, she was born to us. How can that be? Aren't you black? Yes, but that's because I am Carrie's birth mother, but since Lucy is my wife, we are both Carrie's mothers, regardless of skin color. We are a completely anti-racist home. atheists, lesbians and a multiracial family. You three are going to stick out like sore thumbs in this conservative town. And maybe that is a good thing. If anyone gives you trouble for any reason, I will stand up and fight for you. Maybe together we can change things. Mother Lucy, I have finished unpacking all my stuff. Do you and Mother Jessica need my help? No, I think we are almost done ourselves. Why not go explore our new neighborhood? There is a cafe just down the street from our new home. Find out for us what it serves. I will call my new friend Debbie and ask her to meet me there. This little town is so different from Boston. If it weren't for meeting you and you showing me around, I would be screaming to return to my old home. I've never been to Boston. Maybe someday we could go visit it together. One day, Carrie arrived home from school and slammed the front door before bursting into tears, disturbing me as I was watching TV. Mother Jessica, I never want to set foot in that horrible school again. What happened? Come sit and tell me about it. And Carrie did, burying her face in my chest and sobbing. Eventually, I got her to open up about her day. Our English teacher, Miss Jenkins, assigned all the members of our class to make drawings of our families and display them on the classroom wall. I drew myself, you and Mother Lucy, and put my picture up, only to see her tear it down and destroy it in front of the class. She said lesbians cannot be real families, because they are sinners. Only a man and a woman and their children can be a family. I picked up the pieces of my picture of us and ran out of the classroom crying. And ran all the way home. So that's why you are home so early. I am so sorry. Please, please, Mother Jessica, don't send me back there. The only one there who gives a damn about me is Debbie. Everyone else hates me. They say we are bad because we are atheist. They say I cannot have two mothers. One of my classmates even said Lucy cannot be my mother because she is a. He called her a horrible word. That rhymes with trigger. I miss Boston so much. A few minutes later, I got a call. It was from Mr. Wilson, the science teacher at the school.
Hello, may I speak to Carrie's mother?
This is she, and my name is Jessica Sims. What do you want?
Just letting you know that I overheard Miss Jenkins and the school principal talking about your daughter Carrie today. Did you know that they are actually uncle and niece, and they are both members of the local Baptist church? That church is run by the Reverend Dave Owen like a right-wing cult, and I think Reverend Owen is to blame for perverting the public school into a mere extension of his church. As a Methodist, I find that unacceptable.
Thanks for letting us know. That explains everything that's been happening at that school. I then waited for my wife to come home from her work. As soon as Lucy arrived, I told her what happened. Maybe we never should have left Boston. Cheap property values, they said. Friendly, happy people, they said. Looks like we got taken for a ride. Since Carrie refuses to return to the school, I think we should homeschool her instead. I can order some textbooks and other materials online and begin teaching her myself. And quit your job. That will severely limit our finances. I will ask my mother to send us a chunk of my father's leftover fortune so we can afford for me to stay home with Carrie. Then another hour passed. As we were watching the evening news, I'll get that, and then walked in the two people we needed to see the most. Debbie went to see Carrie in her room while Debbie's mother introduced herself to us. Are you one of Carrie's mothers? Yes, I am Lucy Sims. This is my wife, Jessica. I am Sandy Smith. My daughter Debbie just told me about what happened to Carrie at school today. I want to help. I am licensed to practice law, so I think you should file a lawsuit against the school for anti-LGBT discrimination. Sure, we can hire you to be our attorney, but I think part of the problem is that we and our daughters do not have a community of our own to identify with. If we did, Maybe they could stand up to the bigotry that dominates this town. Have you ever heard of Unitarian Universalism?